What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Great Ace Attorney Chronicles with an actual lawyer. I'm your host, Zach, joined by our voice actor, Wes.
Hello.
And our actual lawyer, Pridge.
Good evening.
We are here to finally finish the first case of the game. Get very excited. We will find out who truthfully killed Watson, although we know the answer to that pretty much. We just have to prove it. In lieu of a bar exam question this week, Wes took it upon himself to find some words that British people say differently than American speakers.
Listen, okay, it's not anything fancy, but you could say it with a bit more aplomb than that, Zach.
Everybody, Wes worked really hard this week. He chronicled a list of words that British people say wrong. That's Wes's own words. Wes, tell us what the British do. Tell us about their crimes against the English language.
You're gonna get me canceled by the British.
Yep.
So I just went on our website, and because we're doing a game about British people, I figured that it'd be funny if I looked up words that British people say differently than us. And a lot of these you probably already know. But so we got zucchini. I bet you didn't know that British people call it a courgette.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
I've never heard that.
I've heard of courgettes.
Everybody knows fries and chips and crisps. That's pretty par for the course. Cotton candy as candy floss. I've heard that one, but I kind of forgot about that one. This I think is really adorable. And if I heard any British person say this, I would immediately go like, "Aww." But they call grilled cheeses toasties, which is just the sweetest thing. And like an ice pop, calling them an ice lolly. That's really cute as well.
Ice lolly?
Yeah,
that's a good
I think
one.
that's adorable.
That's a good one.
This and the last one. This one's my personal favorite. Because there's so many different names for it. For a sandwich roll, like a roll that you put sandwich stuff between.
A sandwich.
You could call it, according to this, in the UK, you could call that a bap.
A bap.
Yeah.
Like a BAP?
Yeah, you call it a bap. You could call it a barm. You could call it a cob. You could call it a stoddy.
There are too many words for this.
You could call it a tea cake, or you could call it an ogie. So I personally love it because I really want to. I can just see the confusion of somebody telling somebody that they want their baps.
God damn it!
It's
macaroni in a pot.
I was in an episode of Great British Baking Show. They have to make burger baps, which are just
that's
buns.
Amazing.
Everyone had to make burger baps.
Maya comes out of somewhere and is like, burgers, baps.
She said, "What you say?" British Maya says it.
God damn it, British Maya.
All of this will be funnier when we actually are in Britain in this game.
That's true. We've got an unfortunate amount of time before that happens, I think. Let's start the video game.
Oh, I'm so excited!
It's so loud.
It sounds like it sounds like a Tommy gun.
It does.
Tommy gun.
Also, for calling that a Tommy gun with a really low rate of fire. It's like a Tommy gun in slow motion.
Does it really?
That typing is way slower than a Tommy gun's rate of fire.
That's fair.
Boom. Boom.
It's busted, okay? It's the little Tommy gun that could.
It's a Timmy gun.
Aww. Bang, 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 bang. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. That was superb.
My heart was in my mouth the entire time.
It was almost unbelievable.
It was even worse than his throat, though. It made it all the way to his mouth.
Okay, yeah, good point.
It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there, you were so hot. You were drenched in sweat.
Legitimately.
Your eyes popping, your knees knocking, Knees weak, palms sweaty.
Vomit on your sweater already? Mom's spaghetti? It's all full
And
circle.
you were grinding your teeth. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you'd started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies.
You finally came down off those drugs you were using.
I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer.
Once you weren't tweaking anymore, you started to really get it together.
Forget it!
Remember, don't do drugs, kids.
It's terrifying. If I ever get through this, I don't want to see the inside of a courtroom again.
Ooh, bad news, main character.
What? Plot twist, the rest of the game takes place in the countryside.
Plot twist, Ryunosuke stops being a character after this case.
Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your phantom lady at last. Miss Jezaille Brett, a student from Great Britain. Is she?
That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along.
Yes, you have, haven't you?
I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing I'm sure of.
Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Did you see what happened with that?
No, I didn't see any of it. I did see this cool-ass gun, though. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself. Then, on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. And just after I bent down and picked it up, bang.
Wow, that was a great gunshot impression.
I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet, and he bundled me into some sort of pantry next to the kitchen.
What?
Fast thinking by the detective. He apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay.
Yeah, he threw me in a pantry. Didn't cuff me, didn't do anything. Just threw me in the bread closet. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area.
I think this is the bold professor guy. I'm guessing.
I think so.
Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you.
Fucking called it. Professor Mikotoba.
Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say.
Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so I wouldn't have to be able to act as a lawyer in this trial.
Our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled.
Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway.
Aw, he's such a good man.
He's a good boy.
What? What are you saying, Kazuma?
So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way.
Kazuma?
Well then, it looks like it all comes down to you, young man.
To me?
Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much wanted to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case.
Come to think
See,
of
I killed John Wilson.
it. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim?
Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA. And it was I who invited him.
Oh, I see.
I didn't know that before.
Anyway, you're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible.
Let's not forget who we're going up against. That shitty prosecutor. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide.
Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. But I've no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Now then. I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need.
Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama.
I want to
Back
fucking
off,
meet this
Iman.
character already. Come on.
Defendant Naruhodo! Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once.
It's time. Let's get back to it, partner.
Yeah.
Let's
Wait,
go in
partner.
there and deal a decisive blow before those old fossils know what's hit them.
Fucking love Kazuma. It's cool as shit.
Yeah, he's fucking cool.
Kazuma.
What?
Thank you. Really.
What for?
Well, if you hadn't said you believed in me, then I'm fairly sure I would have already been found guilty by now.
Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer, and as a friend.
Coming from you, that means a lot. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is.
That's the kind of idiot he is.
So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose.
Heck yeah.
All right then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial.
You could treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street. With an extra large portion, of course.
Oh.
Don't you mean some hamburgers from Applebee's on University Street?
Oh, also, before we get started with the trial, because we probably won't see the character again, I just remembered where I got my inspiration for the voice for Yesa Nosa.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all remember Chicken Run?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. Makes total sense.
The like general
Yep.
chicken
Yep.
from Chicken Run.
The old rooster.
That's the exact voice that I did for that character. And I like thought of it and I was like, holy shit, I literally was just doing an impression of that guy from Chicken Run.
That's a good point.
Also,
The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Auchi, have you managed to subpoena the witness?
Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government.
Sorry.
let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about.
It's highly unlikely that the good relations we've forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down in our nation's founders?
No, and our nation. Is that supposed to be flounders?
And our
Supposed to be
nation.
flounders.
Yeah, and
It's
our
2021.
nation
They're still
founders.
making typos in these fucking games. Come on, everybody.
Can anyone tell me is that a correct usage of the word founders?
Alright, game's back to a 0 out of 10.
Sexy Whistle Sale says founders is in fails. Is that a thing?
Maybe.
I've never heard it. Again, terribly sorry.
Quite right. Yes, sorry.
If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on.
God damn, Cosmo, fucking philosophy major over here.
You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke.
What do you mean?
A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England?
Shut up! Shut up, you jumped-up rookie boy! You and your friend know nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures.
Ryunosuke knows nothing about politics. I
He's like,
won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder, too. But
oh, so you dumb.
yes. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all.
I've got to let one rip.
No, don't kill someone again.
Well said, Ryunosuke. Despite the wide-eyed look.
You little brats!
Thank you, Counsel.
This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Jezaille Brett.
Come on down!
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Yes. Your Excellency!
He just fucking slammed his head on that table.
I really wish they'd give him like a big bruise on his head.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a
That's a hat.
Yes.
fucking hat.
Yes.
Step down, Angel Star. You have lost your place as person with the stupidest hat.
Oh, I was going to say the person that Pridge simps for.
No. Angel Star has lost her spot with the dumbest hat. This person easily takes the award
I
for
don't
the
know.
fucking dumbest hat.
I think it's a cool
It might be
hat.
love. It might be love at first sight for me. It is for Ouchie.
Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land.
Tea! Someone bring English tea! In England, no discussions take place without tea.
Chat, can somebody confirm this is true or not? Is that true?
No idea.
So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court?
Of course. My name is Sotoro Hosonaga. I have been working undercover as the head waiter at Le Carnival.
Yes, we know all about you already.
What you mean, Applebee's?
Inspector Hosanaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first.
Is that true?
No idea.
I love when this game does running jokes.
More importantly, a little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of.
Oh, yes, I think I did, didn't I?
Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman.
Yeah, well, you know, they're not usually what I go for.
Sorry, Renosuke, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking.
Guilty.
Oh, he's guilty. Trial over.
This
So,
fucking
dear
animation
lady.
for him is so good.
I love it.
So, dear lady, once again, if we may
sorry.
trouble you for your name and occupation, please?
She's a mask too.
Oh.
Wait,
Looking cool, Joker!
wait.
Oh, she's speaking English.
She's speaking Eigoga? Eigoga Hanasemaska? What?
God damn it.
What? Shaker says she's speaking doctor. Oh my god. That's a really good joke. Because doctors sign their signatures really shitty.
Bad handwriting?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady. What?
He's also fluent.
I love that this game is like, yeah, nobody gets English here.
The lady says her name is Jezaille Brett. She comes from London, England.
Also, if she understood that, then why doesn't she speak Nihongo ga?
Yeah. I don't know. This is a good...
I mean, understanding and speaking can be
True.
different
Very
skills.
true. Very true.
She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled in Yume University's medical faculty.
Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people.
Way to sim for an entire country.
Yeah. Chrono Wizard says Persona 6 is looking pretty good right now.
Hey.
That's a good bit.
Ouchie's macro simping right now.
He's tier 4 subbing.
I was just going to say that he's tier 4 subbing to the entire nation of Great Britain.
Shit.
I'm
Slushy
afraid
Blue says he's a Tia-boo. That's fucking good.
I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song.
As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough.
Okay, so he can understand.
Kazuma also
A little
can
bit.
probably understand a bit of English.
Yes.
And so can
I
Renosuke.
agree. You'll obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it?
Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Renosuke.
The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand.
At 2,
No.
Judge.
If we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago, at a restaurant called Le Carnaval, a grim
Applebee's.
murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
She says, yes.
Was that her voice?
Yeah.
this could take some time.
So, even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese.
Learn the language. I do love him just like nodding, like, okay.
He's like, yeah, good. Great.
Oh, that's nice.
She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting. When you're the one who engineered her escape.
Ooh.
I was just following special orders from the Bureau.
Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over to this photographic print?
That is the most flowery way to say,
Roundabout
look at this photograph.
True, actually.
You know, the creators must have caught on, and they're like,
We have to say it differently every time.
Yeah, we can't make any more Nickelback references in our games.
They'll catch on to us.
They'll know that we're Nickelback stans.
Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator?
Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. Do you mean to say... Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood.
Well, she did it.
Yeah, I mean, also, I will say that little zoom in was pretty good. I like that.
Order! Order in the court!
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement.
Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is.
I love how he always gets in a draw stand when he
Yeah,
gets
it's
in a
fucking
draw
rad.
stand, whenever he gets
You want
like
me to-
tensed up.
Do you want me to cut her down for you, Renosuke?
Cut her down.
Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please.
So I know that thing on the judge's desk is just water with a cup on the top.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely looks like, I'm trying to remember like what bottle of alcohol has like that exact same shape.
Herradura,
Gotcha.
Reposado tequila comes in a bottle like that, actually.
Yeah, so and because it's clear, I just get the impression that he's just downing tequila.
Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you describe.
That was good.
Also, what's with the mask? Also, is that a live bird on your hat? I think I saw it move a couple times.
That would be that would be also, I mean, one, it would be incredible. Two, it would be totally in line with some Ace Attorney bullshit for that to be a live goose on her head.
Something is gonna change.
Freaking out.
Yeah, her breakdown sprite is the bird like jumping.
Oh yeah, she's gonna remove the mask at some point.
Yeah,
and you'll get to see her eyes.
Are they pretty?
And I think that the swan will actually be a goose and will honk. I think that's gonna be a reveal.
Well, when we put her behind bars, you could say that this case was her swan song.
You could also say that her goose is cooked.
Oh, honk honk! Am I right, folks? I don't know. I got nothing. Okay, I was wondering how they were gonna do this.
God damn it!
Oh, okay.
I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself Oh, I ordered for myself only. A beef steak.
The Applebee's appetizer platter with mozzarella sticks, nachos, and wings.
Pridge really working hard for that sponsorship. Thank you, Pridge.
I don't want to go to Applebee's. I need to get some Applebee's. Before this game ends, I'm going to get some Applebee's, actually.
Well, you know what? If we maybe that's our stream goal, our donation goal. We'll stream live from 3 different Applebee's.
From Applebee's.
Yeah,
that would actually be really funny.
How's your Wi-Fi in here?
That'd be incredible.
After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit.
Okay.
But does the swan carry a gun?
You lie.
Oh shit.
This is condemning.
Too Shy Boy says, truly a murder most foul.
Hey.
That's good. That's good.
That's really good. That's very good. You win the pun off.
Also, Arusaki just followed. Thank you, Arusaki. No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all.
Yet, you filthy wretch. Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard.
That's good.
And look at this snow-white angel. I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe.
You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn.
But he's so annoying.
Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified before and reported back to the Bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go.
The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless, however.
Well, even so... Shut up!
No, you did it.
I'm gonna call my mummy on you!
No takesies backsies. Nana nana boo boo.
I am rubber and you are glue. Everything you say bounces off of me. And sticks to you.
Even my blood!
On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. And trust me, she rank.
Oh no.
He's not pushing his glasses up, he's holding his nose.
As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could conceal a fire.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, Ryunosuke.
I'm so sorry.
I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to.
Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot.
Oh, I love the word moot. Oh, whoops, sorry. Accidentally hit the thing.
There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness's own words on the matter.
That's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it.
Inappropriate,
I'll lift up her frock.
Damn it, Ryan. Ryan just got canceled.
Yeah.
Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryunosuke.
But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day. She was dual wielding.
Which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere.
Yes.
Yes. That's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart.
Oh, that was cool.
Oh. She understands Japanese very well. I bet.
hmm
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Oh, yes, Your Excellency. Yeah.
I love how the first thought wasn't there's a gun under her hat, because that's what I would say.
There could be several guns. There could be a Tommy gun, a Timothy gun under that hat.
All right. I feel like we need to press some stuff because I don't remember.
We
hearing
definitely
any.
don't have anything to disprove anything right now. We gotta just start pressing.
All right, well, let's press it all. After 2 p.m., in fact. That's really quite a late lunch, isn't it?
Okay, it's not that late.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, do you? Late luncheons are en vogue. Isn't that right?
She says yes.
No.
What?
She said, "Oh," and it's in cursive. I love that.
No.
Get dunked on, Ouchie.
A decisive English no has quite a sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together.
But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first.
Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier.
That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late. Yes, that all makes perfect sense.
Such wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is.
The fuck up, Ouchie.
I really wish that it went back to her and she said, "No," again.
So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next?
All right. Yes. Oh, I scrolled to the back half of the thing. Whoops. Like I said, I did not shoot that gun.
That's not pressing. That's just.
And like I said, there's no point repeating that assertion over and over.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side.
You're being a dumbass. So.
Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand.
Well, yes, that's true, but... Fuck. But all I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant.
I was going to go shoot other people.
Yes! There was someone much closer to the victim than me at that time. The highly suspicious lady standing there...
That will do, you dirty, rotten scoundrel!
That's a good musical.
Yeah. And movie.
Dirty?
Your baseless accusations could very well cause an international incident, boy!
It seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours.
What a nonsense.
The lady is merely stating what she saw.
Oh, the little slits got
Yeah,
smaller.
that was good. And this is already an international incident as far as I'm concerned anyway.
In the nation of Ryanosuke.
The sovereign... Oh, motherfucker, just let me back up.
So, she's maintaining that you got into an argument with the professor, and at the end of which, you shot him.
Which is an out-and-out, totally unfounded lie.
Still, her statement is very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young, and beautiful gentlewoman from Great Britain. Actually, I'm pretty sure you did it now that I look at her.
No!
Not you too! In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a dull, black school uniform.
I'm dressed exactly the same way you are, except for the flapping red ribbons and the cool
Yeah, the
sword.
ribbons are what give it class.
I still have no idea what you're talking about with the ribbons.
You're not there.
Well, anyway, this is our only chance to expose her testimony as the fiction that it is. If we can't do that, the trial's over. Even you, with your thick skin, must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from around the room.
Only too well. I feel half dead already. And the fact that I can't see a single inconsistency in a testimony isn't making me feel any better either.
First thing to do is to press her on any of her statements that seem even slightly off to you.
We would have done, but Zach doesn't know how to scroll backwards.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
there aren't two giant buttons like there are in the other games.
Nah, fuck you, Zach.
Yeah, it's okay.
Do that, and an opening will present itself. I promise you.
I need to expose the true face of this exotic foreigner that's hiding behind the mask. That's what I should be aiming for in this cross-examination.
Persona!
The Beavis cheered 5 bits and says, I wish Wes would have switched to Kratos when Ouchie said boy.
Boy.
Yes!
He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he just had a tooth removed at the Hotter Clinic, correct?
That's right.
You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering.
Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She'd heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment.
So that would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett?
That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events.
All right, there we go. That's the inconsistency.
Exactly as it was left.
Dear me, what a harrowing experience! To have travelled to a distant island on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight.
No.
So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all. That's right. Other than some carbonated water.
Carbonated water.
Just water?
Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water.
Was he given permission to drink carbonated water?
So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each.
Was there 2 glasses at the table?
After this, we need to compare the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They each raised a glass of carbonated water.
What do you think, Renosuke, about the witness's last statement?
It's very meaningful. Otherwise, you wouldn't have asked this question.
Yeah. Fuck. That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case.
Well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing?
I like that his eyes got slightly bigger there.
The significance of the statement will become apparent when the time is right. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony.
Well sidestepped, counsel.
Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony. Gladly, she said.
That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm going to remember that one.
Which one?
The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase.
I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Renosuke.
No, none at all. I just want cool phrases to use.
I ordered a beefsteak for myself, and the professor and I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water.
Okay, I'm pretty sure.
Let's look at our pictures.
Yeah, there's only one
Yeah,
glass.
there's only one.
Oh, let me look at both pictures. Damn.
You can't see the
And then
other
the glass
spot.
is.
Alright.
Yeah, the glass is empty.
The glass
in
is
that
empty on
one.
this one, yeah, and then it's full, more full in the other one, which is weird.
Right. But
So-
yeah, only one glass.
Okay. So let's go back. Let's present.
So go back to where you were.
Exactly. And
Damn,
we present this.
Got him. Do it.
Yeah. Go for it.
Haha.
Ryunosuke confirmed. That is what we should have done.
That's it.
What was that look to the
Yeah.
side?
He almost looked like he was looking into the camera for a second. He was like, "Here's to the folks at home. Did you figure it out?"
So you're probably wondering, record scratch. So you're probably wondering how I got here.
God damn it. Let me just confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left?
That is correct, the lady says.
Motherfucker. Well, that is... It's odd. Very odd.
Dear me, what odd is the defense's inability to express itself?
Ryunosuke, what is it about the print that looks odd to you?
Well, obviously, it's the cheers. The kanpai.
I never liked that show. I don't get what everyone enjoys so
Shit.
much about it.
I'm glad that Woody Harrelson has had a long, successful career that was launched by Cheers, but the show itself just was always flat. Stupid joke. Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1.
You misunderstand. Watson was drinking out of the flower vase.
He was just drinking straight from the bottle.
Wake up, drank. Sit down, drank.
Crying.
Murder.
That joke is funnier if you were
Rank.
at our community stream.
You're
Where I
quite
referenced
right,
that song.
counsel.
Well, I referenced that song's lyrics
Multiple
twice
times.
during Quiplash.
There's only one glass pictured here.
Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutiae?
I was hoping you'd be a little impressed.
What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
Oh.
Minutia, you say? Could it be that the detective here removed a glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence? Of course not. I would never do something so reckless.
Why? You said you were trying to conceal her presence.
But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you going to try and tell me that you can only clink with 1?
You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table.
Yeah.
Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem that Miss Brett, who took the glass from the table, it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table.
What?
It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying. Good gracious.
Sorry.
Oh.
Her limited use of English is quite fantastic.
I love
Being
it.
able to interject with just the word no or now just the word sorry.
Yeah, it's very good.
Uh-huh.
And that
I
that
also-
pose is so
Yeah,
good.
that's a great.
Uh-huh.
That's a great. I guess I can't say Sprite, can I?
Yeah.
It's not a Sprite anymore.
JS on Mars says Gaslight Master. Gaslight Girl Boss Gatekeep.
I also, for some reason, want her to be French, even though I know she's not French.
I mean, I feel what you're going
Yeah.
for.
As I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all.
Oh, please.
We must remember that this student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or two in her state of disarray?
She lifts up her hat, and there's like a whole tray of glassware under there.
That's absurd.
The steaks under there.
The whole table's under her hat.
Really? So do we take it that you're now going to accuse this vulnerable, young, and beautiful woman of mischief?
Yes, very much.
That's what we've been doing.
What? No. This can't be put down to mischief.
I'd like to know. Can you show me? I want to know about the strangers like me. Exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying.
Oh,
Why?
you had the same kind of handbag that could hold a gun?
Yeah, really,
Uh,
what?
A handbag, you say? Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England.
So, the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case.
But you're right, but the statement about the handbag does.
Mm-hmm.
This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning. But in the end, it comes to nothing.
You and your logic.
No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already.
Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed the glass. I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement?
Well, I don't know, really.
If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance.
Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away in a handbag. If there's deeper significance there, it's...
The handbag?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, it's the handbag.
Yeah.
Get the handbag.
The handbag's tail.
Jesus.
Okay, that joke was better than I thought it
Nice.
was going to be.
It's okay. It's a solid okay.
Yeah, but I thought it was just a throwaway line. Wait, the lady put her glass in a handbag, you say?
Yes, do try to keep up. It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items. Like a gun, for instance.
Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag. Fuck. In which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun.
You're right.
You're doing it, Ryunosuke. You're being a
Well
smarty
done,
boy.
I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too.
What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard?
Stop calling me a blackguard.
I'm more of a white knight.
I hate that race in Skyrim.
Oh, okay. Shit, I don't know what you just said.
The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from
Well,
the restaurant
check
floor.
history.
As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will.
You can't seriously be suggesting...
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes?
did you or did you not search Miss Jezaille Brett's handbag on the day of the murder?
No, sir. I did not.
As I thought. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag.
No!
Order! Order! Order!
What is the meaning of this, Inspector?
The meaning of what, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable
Oh,
accusations.
shut up, Ouchie.
Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask.
So, do you think so, Kazuma? Oh no. Oh, he's dying again.
Oh no, it's fatal plot disease.
Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly, you have no faith in the police.
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
Hey, Cab.
As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because I didn't want to. It was unnecessary.
Unnecessary in what way?
I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten
Oh,
about.
motherfucker.
This photographic print. Take a
Another
look at it.
picture.
Yeah, okay, great.
Oh.
This print is a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag.
Well, I never. You could see right through to what's inside.
That's right. Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment.
So the contents are clearly visible.
Exactly. So there was no need to search the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious.
Ugh.
As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here.
They
Thank you.
just
for helping to-
simultaneously cock
Yeah.
their heads and smile at us.
Yeah, they did.
Uh-huh.
That was fucking clean.
Choreographed.
Synergy.
Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruhodo-san.
Ugh. Ah!
Oh no, he's been shot. Game over. Bad end.
Order! Order! Inspector Hosonaga, you will submit that print as evidence at once. Certainly, Your Excellency.
It shows Miss Brett's handbag in the chair by the victim's table. Okay.
Well, there was something on Watson's wrist.
Yeah, let's
So
take a
that-
quick look at it.
Don't spoil it for me, Wes, until I actually have a chance to look at it.
It's a
Looks like a
cow.
bull head.
It's a bull. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. I don't know what sort of significance that has.
The Beepus cheered 10 bits and said, "Oh no, she shot him." Meaning Ryunosuke, I believe.
I think you've had long enough to cross-examine the witness counsel.
Uh,
The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As the photographic print just submitted into the court record appears to have no further significance, I'm satisfied that there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling.
Indeed, and there is only one logical conclusion.
I find Ouchie guilty.
What?
of
Of tier
simping.
6, of tier 4 subbing.
That the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime.
He just starts snoring.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around. I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start. Kazuma? Isn't this the time you
Sorry.
say something? I fell asleep.
I
He
saw
starts
you-
snoring too.
I saw you fall asleep, and it really got to me, so I fell asleep too. I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue.
What? You mean this is it?
You know it'd be great if the girl Mikotaba said in that errand were to enter the courtroom right now.
Listen, Pridge.
They're gonna have
you
to say
can't-
the verdict, and then it's gonna be
Now.
You can't read the game for filth like that.
the.
Now.
I must say, you put up quite a fight for a rookie student. But the weak are meat, while the strong eat.
Is that a phrase anywhere in the world?
You were wasting your time. There is no way to defeat true justice. In fact, you can chew on to your heart's content from the inside of your cell.
This can't be happening! Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit?
Yes.
And Kazuma. His dream of going to study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers.
And he'll never raise enough money to get his narcolepsy treated.
Kazuma. Yeah.
What?
Is there really no chance now of turning this trial around?
You heard the judge. There's nothing about that last photograph the detective produced that we can contest. Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue. Very well. I will now proceed immediately to the ruling.
It seems we will now be able to report to the British government on time after all.
That smug little... Ryunosuke Naruhodo, after having considered all of the evidence presented...
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wait! Your Excellency!
Ryunosuke?
I don't think you can rule on this case yet.
This amateurishness is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems that the trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom.
It is.
Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this.
What is that on his...
I think it's like a more
We addressed
traditional...
that yet?
I think it's like a traditional...
It's his fingerless gloves he got from Hot Topic.
God damn it. Somebody in the chat will tell me what the name of that garment is.
It looks like some sort of guard.
Yeah, I think it is. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubts in this matter, and I must make my ruling.
That was a pretty piss-poor impression of me.
Now, that means that if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question.
Cobra says they're for archery, which does make sense, because I have seen those, but it's just...
It's because Ryunosuke is about to shoot Ouchie right in the face.
This is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photographic print! All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. There can be no problem with this evidence.
You'd better know what you're doing, Ryunosuke.
Why? What does he have to lose at this point?
Yeah, really.
I mean, if he's screwed anyway, he might as well use the tactic that becomes the trademark of his lineage.
Yeah, really.
Bullshitting.
I understand your objection, counsel. Certainly, the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone the court's scrutiny. However, I fail to see how we can glean any new information from this handbag.
My thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes.
Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze. A wheeze.
It's a Weezer!
If you want to
Destroy my sweater.
just pull this thread as I walk away.
There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. If I could put my finger on it, or maybe my wrist.
Very well. I will grant the defense one final opportunity. And if you mess it up, I'll give you like 5 more tries.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit! We're about to get bombed.
Yeah, for real.
He's smacking us. He's gonna smack us right in the pee-pee.
Yeah.
But be warned that if I am unsatisfied by your response here, the trial will be over with immediate effect. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Your Excellency.
So, take another look at this. Take another look at this photographic print Inspector Hosanaga submitted before. You will identify for the court where in this print we see the significant detail to which you have alluded.
Look at these chains on here.
There's 2 chains.
Two chains.
Chains! It was 2 chains, Your Honor.
Yeah, the weird thing. On
It's
his
the weird
wrist.
thing, yeah. Present.
Yes.
Look at this here. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist.
That is true. It looks almost like a burn of some description.
Oh, she didn't like that.
Dear me! I was pondering what new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say? On the victim's wrist? Clearly that has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag.
Yes, that is a burn mark. You're right. Go on, Inspector. The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report.
What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either. The more I
look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of the mark. However, as Prosecutor Ouchie points out, unless a firm connection to the case can be shown, I cannot allow any further time to be spent on the precise details of this burn. Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the Dean and other university staff. She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now.
Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer.
Not your call.
Yeah, what?
I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyway.
What's your thinking on this, Ryunosuke? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. If I don't keep pushing, it's all over. So I was thinking I should keep digging and digging, in the hope that I might be able to uncover something useful.
Even before Mia taught him these skills, the Phoenix bloodline
Yeah.
had already understood this technique innately. This is his bloodline technique.
It's his Keke Genkai.
Yeah, this is the Naruhodo bloodline technique. I got no more ammo. Better just start fucking around.
Domain expansion. Bonkai.
Yes, you're right.
I am?
Terms.
Yeah.
If we can just link that burn to the case. If we can do that, we might be able to prise this shutting door. Oh, pry. That's just pry. We might be able to pry this shutting door back open again.
He's surprised by like a weird tense of it I've never seen before. They're really like pulling up some interesting old English terms here in this game. I like it, but
Just give up, Council. You can't possibly hope to do that.
Indeed. I'm afraid that without evidence, I can't allow you to pursue what is little more than conjecture.
I feel like that's the whole hallmark of this entire fucking game series.
But if we had evidence? Evidence that irrefutably linked the burn on the victim's wrist to the case. Then you would allow it. I would, yes. To tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn. But as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the colour draining from Miss Brett's face.
Really? I have to find some link between that burn and the case. This is the moment of truth. It's time to find some evidence that proves what that burn really means.
Okay.
So then, the defense will now present its evidence to the court. The evidence that demonstrates an inextricable connection between the victim's burn and this trial.
Alright, so we don't have a lot of options here.
No, we don't. Postmortem bullet.
That's not gonna mean anything.
Photograph. Let me just see. I mean, I'm sure we can't see anything from. Wait, what? Are you?
Is there?
Oh, sorry. Return question. Examine. Okay. Nope, not that.
Is
Sorry.
there something like? Does any of the cutlery have like a bull mark on it? Because it is a steak.
Oh, good thinking.
So
Back.
I'm curious.
Not this. Aha!
yeah.
Aha!
The game's afoot.